Hey, I saw Spiral and it wasn't very good. Now, I initially had like a 10 to 16 minute video recorded for this, but as I was editing, I was just kind of like, I don't care enough about this movie to have a video this long and bitch about it for this amount of time and go through and edit like footage to the fucking shit that's happening. It's just not worth it. It's just a fucking bad movie. I don't hate it enough to the point where I can feel like I can vindicate doing something like that. So don't worry, this won't be a spoiler review. Before going to see this, I saw some reviews for it, and apparently a lot of people who went to go see the premiere and were going to do reviews about it had to sign a waiver saying they wouldn't spoil anything. With that expectation in mind, I was kind of expecting for the movie to be a little less predictable. Like, this is one of the most predictable crime movies I've seen in a while. Essentially, if you're someone who's observant or watches a lot of movies, you will not be surprised at all. From the moment they introduced a certain character, I immediately knew they were Jigsaw. It was just so obvious, and throughout the movie, it just became more and more obvious. Now, don't get me wrong, just because something's predictable doesn't mean it has to be bad. I've watched plenty of things that I found to be very predictable and enjoyed, but typically those movies have other aspects to them that I enjoy. This one did not. I didn't like the cinematography too much. The editing was cancer. I'm so fucking pissed that they decided to go back to the old way of editing. Like, Jigsaw was like, let's go for a more professional approach, and then Spiral comes in and it's just like, nah, let's go back to that vapid bullshit everyone hates. It just seemed like a step in the wrong direction, and it really made the movie annoying to watch. The acting was kind of It could be good at points, but for most part it was just kind of bad. Chris Rock at points did a good job, and at other points did a very mediocre job. Sam Jackson was probably the most consistently good, but he was only on screen for a few minutes, so it's not surprising. I also don't like how this movie's plot is pretty much just a cliche cop movie in the Saw universe. You have Chris Rock's character who's like this renegade cop who no one likes because he always does things his way and he did something in the past to piss everyone off. And then you have the rookie who's being forced to be put with the renegade because they'll balance each other out or some shit like that. And then you got the angry lieutenant who's like, rah, 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 you need to do this and that, and you two are fucking out of line, yeah. It was one of those dumb cliche movies. I guess I'll say one more thing about it. I liked the ending on paper. I won't, like I said, no spoilers, but the end scene was, on paper, seemed like a really great ideal, but it was executed really fucking bad, just like my English. The sequence of events that transpires in the ending and the way it happens is just really stupid. You had a potentially really cool ending, but you kind of just ruined it. Overall, I'm just kind of fucking dislike this movie. It was boring, not really interesting. Some of the gore was okay, some of the performances could be decent at points, but for the most part, it was just really stupid. And I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. I really didn't enjoy it. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day.